All right, I guess I wasn't thinking straight. It happens. I make mistakes all the time. That's one of the things I do on my channel is I don't try to hide any blemishes. I'll show you my mistakes and hopefully encourage you that it's okay to make mistakes. You just recover from them, right? Everybody is... Actually, there's a few commenters down below who think they're perfect every single time. So go listen to those guys because they seem to always know the right stuff and I don't. So, let's see here. I had assumed that this switch wasn't working correctly, and as it turns out, I was just an idiot. I went ahead and replaced it, and then said, wait a minute, it's still doing the same thing. And the mistake that I made was, I don't know why, I was assuming that the enable lines were high true, that when that line is high, that's when the switch is enabled, but they're low true. It's when it's low when they're enabled. So it was backwards from what, and if you squint really close on these things, there is a little negative. It's not really a circle, it's a little triangle thing, but they do say it's low true logic. So anyway, it wasn't what I thought. So let's go ahead and look at our oscilloscope again and try to see what's going on here. Let me turn the machine on here. And then we'll go up and look. And let's see here. I don't have my screen capture on right now, so we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way with glare and everything. But just to give you the idea here, I need to load back in my settings. Here they are. Load back in my settings. And now I have all my labels and everything. So right now we have ground enabled and -10 enabled. Okay, I did figure out what the FETs and the -10 are doing now. So, but anyway, let's go back over here and look. And it's going to be all blown out for the camera. Okay. Okay, where's something to write with? Here. All right, so first of all, these are low true, so when they're low, they're enabled. So right now, the machine, it just has the input grounded. It just says, hey, we're going to ground the input. But it also is turning on the -10, and the -10 actually doesn't go to out here. It actually is the control signal for the JFETs. So the JFETs are being held at -10. All right. So let's see. What do we know then? We really don't know anything. We just know that the machine's not happy and it just doesn't want to do anything. So it's just keeping the input grounded and it's not going to operate. So this is not a good place to start troubleshooting because it's broke and it won't try to operate. It just stops until you fix something, and we don't know what that is yet. So now we're going to have to figure out, how do we troubleshoot the rest of the thing when it actually isn't trying to do anything? I think there is a clue, and that is if, so, oh gosh. So when you, let's go back up here. So when you turn on this machine, it's such a large number of digits you need to zero at each time. They call it autocal, and you need to run an autocal. So when you do an autocal, let me hook the scope probes back up. I have the digital lines, but I don't have the scope probe lines up and running right now. All right, so there are the two lines, and currently we have the input is on the right again, so it's seeing the input, but there's no output, and that's because it's grounded and it's not connected, and the input is high, which means that the input is not connected. So what we're going to do is do an autocal. Okay, we'll do autocal, and we'll just do an autocal on DC volts only, and I'll run that. So it's going to try to run the autocal. And the reason I'm showing you this will become apparent. See, look at that. It's sending its own stuff in, I think. Let's see here. Is it doing something? It kind of failed. It failed. It failed that command. It's very sick. I'll try it again. Every once in a while, oh, see, wacka wacka wacka. So it's trying to do something for this autocal. And oh, I need to disconnect the input, I think. That might help. Yeah, see, now it's doing plus and minus 1. I don't have anything on the front panel. I have no voltage going into the machine. So it's doing that. It's on its own. It's whacking up and down 1 volt, minus 1 volt, 1 volt, minus 1 volt. So it's doing that, does that for a while. It's trying to cal a 1 volt. Now it's trying to cal a 0.1 volts. And that takes a long time. And the data does glitch a little bit. You have to look close, but it is glitching a little bit. Let's see here. Can we look at it a little bit farther? Yeah, no, it's just little spikes once in a while. It's not really helpful. Anyway, it tries to do stuff when it's doing its autocal. It won't always do an autocal or attempt to do an autocal, but sometimes it will attempt. And maybe I can use that to take a look at the rest of the circuit when it's trying to do that, whether other parts are working right or not. Oh, gosh. I think I'm going to be here for months. Months. Let's look over here. I'm just looking at some other test points, just kind of for fun. See if we see anything. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, that's an interesting test point. That's test point 901. Okay, so 901 is doing something. It's trying to do something with this. It's trying to zero things now. It's zeroing the 100 volt or 100. Yeah, 100 volt. Now it's trying to zero the 1000 volt input. So, see, it does try to do some stuff. It just never completes because it has an error and it will never input anything from the front panel. So we will have to sort of rely on it maybe doing its own, trying to do its own cal. I can use that to go around this giant schematic and try to figure out what the heck's going on. Yeah, I really want to test that thing there. That's this master amplifier. It says main amplifier. But there's this really fancy input to it and all kinds of ranging and all kinds of stuff. So kind of would like to measure the input of that and the output of that, make sure that section is working correct. All right, let's see if we can find 901, because 901 was doing all kinds of fun stuff. I remember seeing it once before. Where is 901? It's 501, test point 401. Where's test point 901? I should mark these. Yeah, let me get out of. Let me get up this so I know where all the test points are. There's one there. There's one here. There's one here. This is 401, 402. Let's see. Test point. Here we go. Here's 901. I think that's 901. Uh, 2A to D. Test point. I think that's 901. Where's my magnifier? Yeah, it's 901. So this was whacking up and down, which means probably stuff in front is maybe working. And I'm not exactly sure where the A to D is. Must be on a different board. Track and hold and multiplex into A to D. Interesting. I don't know. Everything seems to be working, just not the way I'd like it to.